With our Anglers Paradise trip a few years ago covering for the France trip due to COVID, it seemed like it would never happen. But April 2024 soon came around and we hit the road on the long journey from the north of England to France. After an overnight ferry and a few beers, we adjusted to life on the French roads and made it to Langotière. Once we had briefly checked out the gîte and facilities, we sat and had a beer before doing the dreaded draw. In the mix of everyone setting up, Jamie hooked a fish of his first cast of the year, and I'll just let the tape play.
Tell you what, it's put up a fight. It's heavy lunges, which usually means it's quite a big fish. Don't stop. I'm guiding from there. There you go, mate. There's your first French fish. Hey, follow. So that's 49.3.
If it was, that was £4, it's 49.
The man, the myth.
Oh, this is
On a little single dingle, not even got his rods out.
I've got my rod tip, so just don't let it fly out this way.
A little bit higher.
And that'll have a smile.
Here he is, PB Lake record, 48.12.
Go!
Come down at the right time like this.
And away.
You meant to say, where's the boss?
After that crazy start for Jamie, we settled into our swims and got the rods out for the remainder of the evening. I opted to leave my swim until we'd had tea, as I was desperately trying to find few signs of fish. Well, here we are at Langotière. Unfortunately, I pulled out last in the draw. So I got the peg that nobody wants, the lodge. It blanked last week. I'm not really seen a great deal, I've seen one. 5 minutes after casting out on the hole, Jamie, who had first pick, had a new lake record. So fair play to the lad, but yeah, it's looking pretty bleak down here. It's only the first night, so that might have been something off the point there. Looked like a small fish, but we'll see if we can make something happen. I have got the option to double up, I think, later in the week if I'm struggling. But yeah, we'll see if we can make something happen. I've just gone in with a couple of 12mm pop-ups, a spicy squid, gooed up one, and a northern special, and then the other one's just on a little garlic wafter that's matching the garlic boilies that we're putting out. So yeah, there's not much happening down this end of the lake, but I'm a bit burnt, as you can see. But we'll see how the night goes and see how we get along. So I'll catch you on the other side if I don't get anything through the night, which is looking pretty likely. So we'll see how it goes. The night passed quietly as expected, with no action for anyone on the lake. Well, it's just gone midday. The sun is beaming down nicely. It's dropped a bit in temperature since yesterday, but it's still quite warm. I've had a wander over in that little cut through that I've got my left hand rod, and I've seen one bosh on the far side of the island, and then one started to make its way around but only got itself about 3 yards and then spun back, so that's just typical. But it's a couple of positive signs to take that hopefully the odd one might make its way around. There's fish boshing off the point, the shell and the haul, just not boshing off me, so we'll see what we can do. But it is still warm, maybe a bit of cloud cover to come, but tomorrow I think we might get a bit of wind down into my direction. Whether they'll follow it or get on the back of it, I don't know, so we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. The rods are out and we're fishing, so there's not a lot more I can do. Well, I've just spotted a couple of fish down in the margin, so the middle rod's come in and we're going back out until tea. Hopefully we can nick some. Definitely similar, it's only probably a low 20, but I spooked one. It might have been the same fish, but it's more than I've seen on the middle rod along the reeds, so it's worth a shot for a couple of hours. So yeah, garlic wafter, let's get it out there.
The day also passed really quietly, but I kept my eyes on the water and patrolled the margins at any opportunity, looking for a chance to present a trap for a quick bite. Throughout the day, I noticed a few fish behind the island, so once we'd had tea, I snuck around with a single rod.
Right, so I decided to do a bit of stalking. I've noticed quite a few in this gap throughout the day, so just had tea and got a couple of hours till dark on a single, and then we'll move back to the swim and put the rods out once it's getting there or thereabouts dark. So let's see if we can make something happen.
After a couple of fish boshed over the rod, I moved swims to get a better angle and was able to fish 3 rods.
Well, it's coming into evening. It's been a bit of an eventful day for me, to be honest. After losing that big grass carp in the middle of the night, it just absolutely flat rodded me. There was nothing I could really do, to be honest, with the net in my hand. I didn't realise that obviously that's how they fight, and came in like a ball of weed, and then as soon as the net came out, it just flat rodded me and the hook pulled. I had a 32 mirror. In 32.4. Get some pictures. I then lost another fish from the same spot. Pulled up tight, lifted into it, and it was thrashing at the surface because I dropped the lead. And yeah, when it's that far away and I'm trying to keep it out of the reeds, it was just flapping at the surface, and again, hook pull. So I've made a bit of a change. That was a size 6, because I thought, being a little bit finicky, I thought I'd downsize hook just to try, and it did work. And I had 2 fish, but I've gone back to a size 4, just purely to try and keep them away from the reeds. And get them out without having another hook pull. I've got the water bottle on. It's going to drop to 2 or 3 degrees tonight, I think. The boshing and shoring has slowed down. But yeah, we'll see what the night brings. We've just been absolutely battered by rain and wind today. It's been freezing. Yeah, we've just been almost nearly a washout, but yeah, we'll see how the night goes, and then tomorrow it's not really getting any warmer anytime soon, to be honest, till nearly when we go. Yeah, we've got a few more days to go at it and see what we can do. So we'll see how the night goes. Hopefully I'll be recording during the night because something will have happened. So yeah, fingers crossed.
During the night I managed a £31 mirror which came from the same spot as the other bites. As morning drew in, so did the rain, and it wasn't very light.
Maybe not the best time to put the rod out.
Here we go, Jamie, 32 just over.
As the rain passed, the fish came in. Jamie landed a lovely £32 common and Leon had 3 within the morning.
32 common to be released. Well done, Joe. And away.
I'd noticed a few fish in a quiet gully, and after moving a rod onto a shore, I had 2 fish in quick succession.
There we go, fish number 9 for the week for the crew. Back again, stalking in the margin, so we'll get it weighed now. Let's just put this over here.
With me moving into Chappie's swim, we agreed to share the new spot that was producing fish. The next bite ended up being a £42 mirror, followed up by a £29 mirror.
Was it £29 on the nose?
Scaly one.
Off you go. And away.
Throughout the week I continued to keep an eye on the far margin and even baited a small spot. It remained quiet despite the efforts, and the fish seemed to prefer the deeper water and overlooked spots. As the day passed and the night drew in, I got the rods back on the spots and prepared for the night. Just before dark, one of the bobbins pulled up on the far spot and I managed a £33 mirror.
£33 on the nose. And away.
That'll do. Jamie on a zig. Lovely work. big sea scale.
Sea scale.
28.14 with return at a shot.
Nice. Now, with your patience, you can go. And away.
There wasn't as much action, with only Chappie managing an upper 20 mirror, so the day came to an end with not much to report. The traps were set, and at midnight I landed a £37.7 mirror, my biggest of the trip so far.
And away. Yes.
37.7 that, James.
The final day was upon us, and there wasn't a single beep to get the hearts going across the lake. After packing up and saying our goodbyes, we made our way back to the ferry, and our French fishing holiday was over. We ended the trip with 2 40s, 7 30s and 8 20s. The venue, owners, food and fish were all top quality, and we've already booked for next year.